Hello friends, welcome to my channel Rairori World. Today we are here with the topic immunity. In this video we will discuss about the types of immunity and in detail we'll discuss about what is innate immunity. Now coming to the topic. Immunity is a complex biological system which can recognize and tolerate whatever belongs to the self, and it can also recognize and reject what is foreign. So, in more simple words, immunity can be defined as the ability of the body to defend itself against the disease causing pathogens. As we all know, every day our body comes in contact with several pathogens, but only a few can result into a disease. The reason is our body has the ability to release antibodies against these pathogens, thus protecting the body against a particular disease. So, this defense mechanism of protecting the body against a particular disease is called as immunity. So, immunity can be defined as a resistance exhibited by the host towards injury caused by microorganisms and their products. So, the immune system's way of protecting the body against an infectious disease can be called an immunity. So, the immunity to a particular disease is usually achieved through the presence of certain antibodies to the disease in the person's system. So, the antibodies are the proteins which can be produced by the body in order to neutralize or destroy the disease causing pathogens. So, this method or this defense mechanism of protecting the body against a particular disease or infection can be termed as immunity. So, immunity refers to the body's ability to prevent the invasion of certain pathogens. So, the pathogens are the foreign disease causing substances which can be bacteria, viruses, and the people are usually exposed to them every day. So, certain antigens can be seen attached on the surface of these pathogens and they can stimulate an immune response in the body. So, these immune responses in the body's defense system helps in fighting against the antigens, thus protecting the body against various infections and disease. So, this happens in the immune system, which is very important and vital in the immunity of a person. Now, coming to the types of immunity. So, immunity can be of two types, which can be the innate or native immunity and acquired or adaptive immunity. So, the acquired immunity we'll discuss in part 2. Now, coming to the innate or native immunity. So, the innate or native immunity can include certain barriers, which can be the skin, mucous membranes, tears, and stomach acid that can help keep harmful substances from entering into the body. So, the innate immunity can be usually non-specific and specific. So, they can be found in both racial and individual species. Now, coming to the innate immunity. So, innate immunity is immunity which can be obtained when one person is born and it can last till a person's entire life. So, it can protect you against all type of antigens. So, this is the resistance that an individual attains by birth to infections. So, as we discussed, it can be non-specific as well as specific. So, usually the innate immunity can be defined as a first line of defense against the invading pathogens. So, there are certain factors which can affect the innate immunity. So, they can be the age, nutrition, and hormonal influence. So, the age. So, the extremes of age makes a person highly susceptible to various infections. So, these people are more likely than young people to suffer more from a disease and have high mortality rate. Now, coming to the hormonal influence, so hormone plays an important role in the innate immunity as well. So people who suffer from such hormonal disorders are also highly vulnerable to the infections. So some of them can experience fatigue, weight gain, mood swings, lack of strength, and thus makes a person harder to stay healthy. Coming to nutrition. So role of nutrition is very important as it can appreciate that an adequate balanced supply of nutrition is very essential for a proper immune response. So hence age, hormones and the nutrition plays an important role in the innate immunity. Now, coming to the mechanisms of innate immunity, first is the epithelial surfaces, which are the skin. So, healthy skin usually possesses the bactericidal activity due to the presence of high concentration of salt in the sweat and sebaceous glands, which possesses the bactericidal and fungicidal activity. So, usually the skin is a barrier which serves as one of the body's first line of defense against harmful microbes. So, specialized immune cells within the skin tissue can help to fight invading organisms. So the epithelial cells can function either independently to eradicate the pathogen or communicate with the immune cells to clear the pathogen from the skin or the body. Now, coming to the respiratory tract. So, respiratory tract is a major portal of entry for viruses into the body. So, the inhaled bacteria and other particles are being arrested at the nasal orifices. Then these are then passed beyond, are being held by the mucus lining, and they are swept back to the pharynx where they are swallowed or coughed out. So, various strategies are being there to control the virus replication and also to limit the immune mediated inflammation and tissue injury which have been evolved through the respiratory tract. Next, coming to the intestinal tract. So, the food we eat can affect the diversity and composition of bacteria in the gut, which in turn can affect the immune cells. So, particles which are being deposited in the mouth are swallowed and subjected to the action of the digestive juices. So, the high acidity of the stomach can destroy most of the microorganisms. Hence, a healthy gut microbe tends to include a wide range of differential bacteria, and it is vital for a healthy immune system. So, hence, it plays an important role in regulating your immune system so it responds to all type of injury and infections. Now, coming to the next is the conjunctiva. The conjunctiva of the eye mainly provides the protection and lubrication of the eye by the production of mucus and tears. It can prevent the microbial entrance into the eye and thus plays a role in the immune surveillance. So, conjunctiva is a thin layer of clear tissue which lines inside of the eyelid and it covers the white of the eye. So this mucous membrane usually secretes fluids to keep the eye always moist and also protect it from the foreign bodies and other infections. It is also involved in the tear production. So the lysozyme present in the tears has a bactericidal property as well. Now, coming to the genitourinary tract. So, the epithelial cells lining the urinary tract are the first line of defense against the pathogens. So, the flushing action of urine eliminates the bacteria from the urethra, and the high acidity of the vaginal secretion is bactericidal for most of the pathogenic organisms. Now, coming to the antibacterial substances, a number of antibacterial substances can be present in the blood and tissue which are bactericidal. Coming to the cellular factors in innate immunity can be the phagocytes, which play a central role by eliminating the pathogenic bacteria, fungi, and other infectious cells. So, in part 2, we will discuss about the acquired immunity. Thank you for watching today's video. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.